let's get rolling. So long story short, everyone kind of enjoyed the long form content, and one of the big people that kept reaching out was Aaron here. So we've decided to drag Aaron out on a very busy day and have some yaps. So Aaron, if you just want to introduce yourself to the people really quickly.
Yeah, no, I love listening to Josh talk, and he's really good at talking across long form content. So I'm just trying to encourage that. But basically, I'm a PT here on the Gold Coast, and I basically coach beginner to intermediate people getting into powerlifting or even just strength training in general, and just trying to fast track that as quickly and as simply as possible.
Yeah. So yeah, Aaron and I met through the gym that we both work out of. So it's been great to swing ideas off each other and, you know, work through things. But I guess, what are some of like the biggest challenges you have found with your beginner to intermediate people that you're coaching? What would be like your biggest problem, do you think?
Oh, it's got to just be sustainability, right? Like, you have these people that get into coaching and everyone wants to have like a Chris Bumstead physique or super elite powerlifting kind of total and stuff, but they don't actually understand what it takes to integrate that into their lives, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're not really getting their heads around, this is a long-term project. It's not a project that's going to happen in 10 weeks. And it's probably how it's sold. Everything's sold now, marketed that 10, 12 week. Oh, get jacked, get strong, get all this rubbish that doesn't work.
Yeah, man, like that's half the battle right there. It's just the frustration behind that. But it's like, if you take a client and they're like, oh yeah, I want to train like, 5-6 days a week in the gym, I can totally do that. Like, that's a great idea, but how are they actually able to integrate this into their lifestyle, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like, are they willing to train or sacrifice some time around their days to be able to get in and train an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, depending on what their goal is? Because I know a lot of powerlifters that can take 2.5, 3 hours in the gym. I've been one of them. I've seen Aaron training for a long time too. So
I don't know about that. I think I'm pretty quick. Like, I get in within an hour. Dude, I'll like be warming up on my fucking squats, and then 2 minutes I'll be at my top set and everyone is like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I don't know.
Speed racer out here. Meanwhile, I'm there dawdling between each warm-up, like, yeah, I could take my time here a little bit. I got nothing else to do.
Yeah, I think we should. It's pretty easy to establish that you're doing things properly, and I just like don't care, and I'm just fucking going in like an idiot. That's good.
That's what, like, it's not, you're not going in like an idiot at all. You're going in as someone who is making it fit their life. We have two different people, two very different people, and two very different lifestyles outside of the gym. I mean, you coach how many people every day? God, countless people.
Yeah, like it's pretty good at the moment. Like, I'm probably coaching like 8 to 9 people a day, pretty much on average now, which is great. But yeah.
Whereas like most of my work's online. So, or in the hospital,
I want more online clients and stuff now. So like, that's going to be the next part, is just trying to get more onlines.
Yeah. Get it pushing. Yeah. So I guess like we kind of talk about the tailoring. We briefly touched on the tailoring expectations, but like what, I can't speak for you, but I would say that one of the biggest issues I have with tailoring expectations is people having this idea of what they need to do and then not actually being able to devise a clear plan and how to get to that. So they're at the start of a road, but the road's unpaved and it's, full of dirt and animals that could probably kill them because it's Australia. And
very true.
But like, what do you find, like, how do you start someone? How do you get them on the ball rolling? Like, how do you tailor that expectation? How do you not control it per se, but like give them the guidance they need? That's what they pay us for,
Yeah, 100%. And that's probably the trickiest thing that a lot of trainers struggle to kind of understand with their clients. What I personally do, let's say we have Josh comes in here and Josh says, look, hey, I want to gym 5 days a week. I want to achieve this goal by X. That, that all is well and true and great. But I'll be like, hey man, like, I'm going to put you on a 5-day split to start, but you've actually got to show me that you can consistently hit this, because what happens 3-4 weeks down the track if Josh, we've put him on a 5-day program and he's only really consistently training 2 to 3 days a week, right? Like, that's just not going to work in that medium to long term for you. And that is fine. but it's really important to establish what the client's ceiling of commitment is initially, and then you just pull everything back to that starting point and you build off that over the next, 3 to 5 months, whatever it is, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you're not roasting someone because they're not hitting this,
No.
their preconceived expectation of, oh, I can do 5 days a week. No, you're adapting to it. That's the whole point of good programming and good training.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like you can tell where someone is at based on the data that they give back to as well. Like we have like training apps where we can monitor people's compliance with their gym days, with their food, and that kind of tells you everything you need to know, right? About their understanding of nutrition. Are they tracking? Are they tracking accurately? It's like, where is this person on this level in this part of the actual fitness journey, right?
Yeah, and like, where are they leaking? What can we do to guide them through these leaks? How can we be the plumber in this situation?
100%.
I guess, and that brings us to probably the first question I have, that we put a little Q&A box up. If you follow either of us on Instagram, we shared it around. And the funny one I pulled from it was how not to pick a shit coach. So how would you go about picking a coach if you were picking one? Because I know you don't have one. How would you go by picking one?
I have had a coach and he was pretty all right. Shout out Jenny.
Yeah.
He's pretty great. He's one of the great.
He's a damn good dude.
But yeah, like how to kind of stray away from a shitty coach. Like I genuinely try not to shit on coaches too much, but if you had to pick out a few red flags to avoid a coach that might not have your best interests in mind, simply just ask them a bunch of questions. And if they can't tell you something that they don't know, then it's a pretty good indication that they're trying to be this authority that just knows everything, right? Like I think that's a pretty big one, right, Josh?
Yeah, absolutely. That, and like paired with the overuse of giant words for no reason. Like, oh man, I see it straight away. You know it. You're like the guys and girls that go, oh, we're going to overcomplicate the glute anatomy. It's like, man, it's a glute. Like it's separated into parts. You want to work them through these ranges. It's that simple. It's the whole overuse of big words as opposed to, I want to explain this like I'm talking to a 5-year-old. And you should be able, I know enough to explain it to you like you're a 5-year-old. So I'm going to do that. Because that's where you're going to take this knowledge on board.
Yeah, dude, that's exactly right. And like I honestly like have completely forgotten like all my anatomy from doing my certification because like we just talk in such basic simple language for beginner people, because they're actually going to be able to absorb what you're saying when you're talking to them in a language they can understand.
Yeah,
right.
And that goes all the way through to like high level. Like it could be anyone. I've been through a few mentorships working with like TSG and stuff, and even then working with Jason TSG, it was so simplified yet so easy to understand, but there was so much depth to the simplification that you're like, yeah, this is so good, but I actually understand it. Whereas like other ones, you just go down this rabbit hole of you know, lever arms and this, that, and the other, and you're like, what a snooze fest.
Dude, if you ask like a trainer or something like why you're doing something in particular, and they give you 20 minutes like of something that you can't absorb and process, like that's a pretty good indication, one, that they're just trying to make you reliant on them as like a client trainer relationship. And it's like, come on, like it's completely unnecessary.
Yeah. And obviously we say all this, we're not actually like shitting on coaches. It's just stuff that we would look at for if we were selecting as athletes a coach. I mean, I've been with mine for getting on 5 years now. So
yeah,
I'm very picky. I've had 3 coaches in my entire lifting career. And it's like, how long have we been going? Since I was like 16 years in the gym now. So
yeah,
that's a pretty good ratio.
Gosh, I don't believe for a second that you're a picky human, man. You don't come across that at all.
Not at all. No, not at all.
Yeah, but like an easy way to like, I guess, give an example of what this kind of looks like. Imagine like you're getting cued for a deadlift like for the first time ever. You only really want to give someone like 2 or 3 cues when they're first setting up for a deadlift. Yeah, because it's like the 2 or 3 cues that you can give someone like arms straight, hips back, bend the knees, grab the bar, is like enough to get like 80% of the way there into an understanding position for a deadlift, and then you get to go add extra layers into their technique, right? Yeah,
layers of an onion. Absolutely,
dude. We're all ogres, man. Deep down, we're all ogres.
And then like moving on from that, because we could talk about this for hours. I know we could, so we're not going to talk about it for hours.
I'm down, man. I'm down.
Yeah. Yeah. I put up a little bit of a thing as well, asking people what they wish they'd learned when we start. And obviously you working with the beginner intermediates and getting to the advanced now. And then I'm sort of in that same realm as you are.
Yeah.
It was a question of like, what do you wish we'd learned, you know, when we were at the start? And one of the big ones that came on repeat with a few of my guys this week, because this is part of that check-in, is to reflect on something they wish they'd learned. And forgive me for my eyes looking off the screen because my little notepad's over here.
That's okay.
Learning how to take things as they come and not getting too stressed and overwhelmed when something doesn't go your way in the gym or outside of the gym that then affects the gym. How would you walk someone through, let's say, one of your new boys? I can't even think. Oh my God, I'm trying to think of some names I know that you coach, because why not get them a shout out? They deserve it.
I actually don't coach anyone.
Graham goes and asks you this question, you know, because he's a busy guy. I know he's busy. How would you work him through dealing with that stress and overwhelm and stopping it from affecting his training, or at least mitigating it, not stopping it?
Well, it's like these sort of things, they're moments in time that happen across a bigger picture, right? Like if you look at training throughout the year, there's 52 weeks in the year, right? Like I always tell people, like, you only need to be on track roughly like 80% of the year for you to have a really good year of training. So like, what does that actually look like? If you have 12 shit weeks out of the year, which is just like a simplification of that breakdown, it's like you will still have an incredible year of training. So it's like you just need to give people more of the big picture. It's like, how many bad weeks do you actually have in the year? It's really not as much as people would think, but it feels a lot when it happens. So just being able to communicate and coach people through that as it comes, and give them like wins in other areas as well. Like maybe their compounds aren't going up, but maybe their accessories are pushing up, or maybe they're like better with tracking their food or their activity. Like you've just got to find the light in the dark room, and then that kind of helps people get through it a little bit easier.
Yeah, absolutely. And little things like you said there, I would break it down even further and give you like seconds in a day. You know, if something's so stressful and it takes up 5 minutes of your day, that's 5 minutes of however many minutes are in the day. We're not going to quick math that, because, you know, Bonnie's also seen something, so she's pretty keen to get in the long form episodes. There you go. But that's 5 minutes of your day, you know, and if you continue to let it ruin the other God knows how many minutes in the day, all you're doing is a detriment to your own self. At the end of the day, you've got to get past this, and you have to understand that there is a process to it. And by accepting that process, you can go, okay, I understand that. Let's use, we could probably use my work as a good example here. Something bad happened in the hospital. How do I mitigate this? Well, did I do everything within my control? Yes, I did everything within my control. Did I do everything that was in the best essence of caring for that patient? Yes, cool. Okay, so we can not move on, but we can put it in the back burner and go, okay, this doesn't really need to affect the rest of our day. How do we then reflect on it later is a different matter again. I think it's all reflection at the end of the day. It's all like, how do you as a person and an athlete accept speed bumps on the road?
Yeah. Well, it's as simple as control the controllables, right? Like if something is happening to you and it's outside of your control, there's really nothing for you to do except just take it on the chin and just try and process through it and move past it. Yeah, absolutely. It's the biggest thing. Hey, it's the biggest thing. Sorry, she is like so keen to get somewhere. I don't know what she's trying to get to. No, well, that's tearing my leg up. Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, honestly, if you're having a bad day, if you have a fucking cat or a dog, it's just going to make your bad day so much better anyway. So go buy a freaking cat. There's plenty of them to adopt these days. Yes, adopt the cats and adopt the dogs. Hell yeah. 100%. And then I'm assuming, because you have a lot of younger clients as well, they're going through the university stress. And this is, it kind of correlates, straight away. It correlates to the last question, which is why we put them back to back here. But how do you help people with the uni stress and mitigation and tailoring their expectations? Because I guess that's something we should talk on as well, is adjusting your expectations to your day-to-day life. Yeah, I think my approach on this has changed drastically over the last couple of years, because I've been so fortunate to have such long-term clients who have actually been with me from the start to the end of their uni degrees. And it's like, again, it's kind of similar to the approach that I had before. It's like you can't give these people 5 days in the gym a week, because the number one thing that is a priority for them at that moment is obviously like getting through their studies, passing their exams, doing their placements, whenever these things kind of build up. But what you can do is you can just kind of anchor them to like 1 to 2 days a week into the gym, and when they have less stressful periods, upping the ante when they can, and just building across this across time again. That's literally just the same thing that I do in that situation.
It's pretty much the exact same as what we were saying before. It's just a matter of, this is a different stressor again. You need to probably just tailor it. And like, I know personally, I picked up a few injuries after some very stressful exams. So like, would I have benefited more from not training those days versus going, well, I'm just going to do it anyway because it's my stress relief, and end up getting hurt because of, let's call it, the lack of intelligence, not stupidity per se, but
yeah, but like even some of that sort of stuff is necessary, like tweaking your back or straining yourself to, like spreading yourself too thin. These are things that people need to go through in order to kind of test their limits and see when they need to consciously pull back on things now, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something we obviously can tweak with programming as well. It's one of those things that it's so easy to, what's the word we're looking for here? It's so easy to adjust and change to suit a person. And it doesn't stray from yours and my own's. As you can tell, the sleep deprivation of a newborn has really kicked in. It's great.
Yeah, I hope you're double dosing on your creatine, because I heard that it helps with that.
Yeah, it helps the brain fog. Kidding. How we adapt our principles doesn't change. All it does is we're becoming like water on rocks. We're just working our way around it at the end of the day. And people have to be malleable when you work in these, and you work in this industry. People that go to uni and have these stressful jobs, they have to be malleable and taper their own expectations at this time, because it's so easy for them to say, oh, well, I'm so hell-bent on tunnel vision. But tunnel vision doesn't get you there, because you're not adapting to your life. You're just trying to push through. You're trying to get through a brick wall with a spoon. I mean, Good luck with that. I'm glad you got the reference. Yeah.
Well, that's actually something that's really important, like for us as coaches as well. Like, because we coach uni students who also work full time, it's very hard for us initially to have sympathy for, someone who's working 20 hours a week who can't hit their fitness goals.
Yes.
Like, we have just got to understand that person is just at a different level with what they're able to commit to as well. And it'll be like, yeah, well, you should be able to do this because my other client who does 70 hours a week with fucking work and uni is doing it. It's like, everyone is starting at different levels, and you have to have the ability to pull yourself back and adjust to those clients when they come through, right?
Absolutely. And that's all it comes down to, is that no two people are the same. And it's the same with like movement patterns as well, that no two people are the same. It's so easy for us to say, well, Aaron's doing 60 odd hours a week in the gym and I'm doing 20 odd hours in the gym, with two different people, two different lives. Your level of ability to manage and mitigate stress may be completely different to mine, where you're able to tolerate so much more and I'm able to tolerate so much less. And then we have to adjust the training to suit that stress adaptation. And that's something that's so overlooked and so simple in programming. It's something we can do we do every week. But newer coaches who may sit and watch this, because I know you mentor a lot of new coaches as well, might look at this and go, oh, well, everyone has the same 24 hours in the day. And it's that old argument of everyone has the same 24 hours in the day. They definitely don't. There's not a chance. And if you don't learn to adapt to the person you're talking to in front of a camera and on a phone call, face to face, then you never know how to not fix their life, but be wind in their sails.
Yeah. No, 100%. And you're also missing out on so much of the market to actually coach and train if you can't understand this simple quality that coaches need, right? Like, if you can only train elite athletes who will sacrifice everything in their life to, win their comps, like, that's great. If you want that to be the only people you're training, like, more power to you. But like, you've just got so many more people who are in this beginner intermediate phase that just struggle with the basic commitment side of things, that if you're able to like pull apart their schedule, give them tiny wins and tiny adjustments to the schedule that they can add to over time, like this is going to be something that is going to compound, and you'll just be able to reach so much more people.
Yeah, it's the old adage of snow on a mountain creates a snowball, and as it picks momentum up, it gets better and better and bigger and way more dangerous, I guess, if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah. And it's like if you want to help people, it's like you can't just expect them to be like, do everything that I'm saying like straight away. It's like some people can do that, most people can't do that. It's just about like meeting people where they're at.
Absolutely. And then like slowly adding, bits to their life that are going to benefit them. So if someone who's new and trying to lose weight, you're not just going to go, here's an entire meal plan, here's an entire set of macros. You need to hit this from day one. Yeah. It could be as simple as I'm going to give you a couple of options for dinner from like your recipe book or my recipe book. Links are in the bio if you want them. They're there. Shameless plugs for both of us. And here's a protein target that I want you to hit daily. Let's start here for this fortnight, maybe this week, whatever way you coach it. And then we'll adapt and go from there. So we might do 2 weeks of learning protein, 2 weeks of learning carbohydrates, 2 weeks of learning fats, and then learning why these are so important. And then adding in like your micronutrient stuff, your fermented foods, your fiber count, everything like that. And as simple as adding 2,000 steps to your daily target.
Yeah.
It's small and achievable. Like 2,000 steps is nothing. You park your car further away at the shops. Yeah. When you go to the shops, you park on the other side of the shopping center, and go for that little bit more walk. And people go, oh, but that's so difficult. But it really isn't. It's low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
And these are the things that you and I have to look at and go, okay, let's add this in. This is such a simple change. It's such a simple change. And people really appreciate that simplicity because they go, oh, it's really this easy, isn't it?
Yeah. And like you've definitely experienced this as a coach as well. And it's like when you give people the baseline of what they can kind of adjust into their schedule, they will come and talk to you about what they want to focus on next, right? Like it kind of opens up the next adjustment for you to make, because they'll be like, oh yeah, I've been doing my steps, like what else should I be doing? And then that's the opportunity for you now to add another layer into their game. And that's kind of like how you can get that momentum rolling. Exactly right. And it builds trust, because they start seeing all these changes week to week, and then they go, oh, if I put all this together, I'm going to stop taking tiptoe steps to my goals. I'm going to start taking leaps. Yeah. And that's actually another point that I was just thinking about now, which makes a great coach, is you actually have to hear and understand your clients when they're talking to you, right? Yeah. Like if somebody is telling you that like something is going on in the background, whether it's like family or work stress or something, and you just blow past that and don't understand your client at all, it's like they're not going to be with you for very long. No. And that's where like sitting down that extra 30 minutes in a week and going, hey, I'll give you a buzz, let's just have a chat about this, can be so beneficial to those clients. And it builds that good rapport. It builds the trust in yourself. And again, this all is probably falling on deaf ears for anyone who's watching this as just like a general client and going, oh yeah, this makes a lot of sense. But to any newer coaches that watch this, go, oh, that's how simple it is to build meaningful relationships with your athletes. And that's all it takes, is a meaningful relationship. Yeah. Like if we're talking and so many of your clients have partners and kids, and like they'll say stuff during the session, they'll be like, oh yeah, we're going to Parker's soccer game on Saturday. The next week, if you see them and you're like, oh dude, how was Parker's game? Like, how did he go? Yeah. Like so valuable. The client is like, holy fuck, my trainer actually gives a shit about me. Yeah. This is great. And that's it, because 90% of the time we do give a shit. That's why we remember it. It's not like we're not putting it in our notes to go, oh, we've got to remember to ask about Parker's game to look like we're the part. You can't fake that like authentic connection with people. No, not at all. Not at all. And then I guess I had a rogue one for you, and this is going more toward the newer coaches. Falling on the pattern of what we wish we'd learned from the start, is what would you tell someone who's new in the coaching game? What would be your cherry on the cake? Oh man, like honestly, just don't be afraid to like fail and try new things with your business. It's like the only way to build a successful what am I trying to say here? Like a successful service, a successful sales pitch, is to try different things out, right? Like me and you are not going to have all the answers that works for every single coach. But if you go online and you see different inputs of ways you can sell yourself, build your service, build your business, and you try them out, you're going to get real world feedback that is actually going to help you shape and build your business into a successful personal training business, right?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Mine would just be talk. Just talk to people. Get on the gym floor, do some face-to-face work. Don't just assume you're going to be able to go straight on online. It never happens. I mean, what, you and I, how many years are you in now, as?
This would be like I think I'm up to like year 6 or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're in 6, I'm in 7 or 8 now. We did the meme. Yep. I love how we both had to do it. We've both been on the gym floor that whole time. We have not stepped away and gone to online. I mean, probably both of us could at this point, but we enjoy the meaningfulness of the relationship of doing face-to-face work.
Yeah, and that's like a great point as well. It's like nothing builds your business faster than the pressure of gym rent, which is inevitably coming in 12 weeks. It's like that pressure that it puts on you to like get your shit together, sort out your offer, sort out your pricing, like engage with people because rent is coming. This pressure, while it isn't essential, it is so important for trainers to feel this at least once before they step into being an online coach.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's it, eh? That's good stuff. I love it. So that's a wrap. That's a good one. I think that's a good little like run through. So thank you for taking some time out of your very busy schedule, as I really
man. You know how it is. I'll send you my PayPal details and you can
I'll pay the hourly rate. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Just for any of my clients watching this, just if you're wondering why there's a pay rise in the coming week, that's why.
That's why everyone. Very expensive.
Sweet. Hell yeah.